That delirium takes her evening constitutional. At the hour when reason becomes constitutional, she walks on air above the sleeping town, where reality spirals up and down. Her top hat tall with copper rose adorning, she strolls through midnight into strange new morning. The sky behind her head becomes a portal. She makes the line between dreams and waking mortal. Her dress is night itself with stars sewn in. Her coat is cut from where the void begins. She doesn't walk so much as glide through space, leaving spiral wakes across time's face. The town below has no idea she's there, walking on the membrane of their air. Madame Delirium prefers the twilight hour, when delirium has the most power. She strolls, she glides, she floats through the space between the notes. That sanity plays on repeat. Madame Delirium owns the street that only exists at midnight. A midnight stroll with Madame Delirium, where the cosmic and the trivial come together in a waltz of strange delight. She owns the space between wrong and right. A midnight stroll through spiral skies, where reality apologize for pretending to be stable all day long. Madame Delirium proves it wrong with every elegant step she takes. The fabric of the normal breaks. Her skin is porcelain, her lips are painted dark. She leaves a trail of spirals like a question mark, hanging in the air for those who see that midnight has its own society, where Madame Delirium is the mayor of the hour when nothing's quite all there. The golden swirls that frame her as she walks are the visual echo of how madness talks. She doesn't need a destination or a goal. A midnight stroll is good for the soul, especially if your soul is like hers. A beautiful derangement that occurs when consciousness gets bored with being sane and decides to take a different train through the stations of perception. Madame Delirium is the exception to every rule about what's possible. She strolls through dimensions thin, where the outside meets the in. She walks on air like it's a floor. Madame Delirium once more than daylight ever offered. A midnight stroll with Madame Delirium through the cosmic auditorium, where stars spiral like our thoughts and reality gets caught in the wake of a passing by. She rewrites the midnight sky with every step across the void. Sanity gets paranoid that it's not the only option here. Madame Delirium makes that clear. The spiral behind her head is not a decoration, it's a portal to a different station of consciousness, where clocks tell different time and reason doesn't have to rhyme. She walks through midnight like it's hers, because frankly it occurs to her that ownership is just belief, and she's the cosmic thief who stole the town below won't remember in the morning that Madame Delirium gave them warning by walking overhead in plain sight. That midnight is a different kind of light, where everything impossible becomes the baseline and the normal numbs into the background of a stranger truth. Madame Delirium is the a midnight stroll with Madame Delirium. She makes the strange no longer scary. She walks through spiral stars and space with porcelain elegance and grace. A midnight stroll above the town while sanity sleeps safe and sound. She owns the house, she owns the air. Madame Delirium doesn't care if you believe she's really there. She'll take her stroll